Sarasota is having a moment, not someday, right now. Cranes are climbing over the quay, waterside's buzzing like it's been here for decades, and new lakefront neighborhoods are popping up faster than your favorite restaurant can add outdoor seating. What's happening isn't just growth, it's a full-on remix. That old, quiet beach town vibe is still here, just with the skyline, a nightlife, and a pulse that stretches from Lakewood Ranch all the way to the bay. And here's the wild part. Some of the most exciting communities haven't even opened their doors. And yet, they're the next wave, and they're changing how people think about Sarasota living. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly where Sarasota's future is already quietly setting up shop, and why these spots might just be your next move. So about 8 years ago, I was working with a buyer from the Northeast. She was looking for something new in the Lakewood Ranch area, and her criteria was she wanted something that was safe, close to things that she would need for her everyday life, like shopping, dining, maybe a coffee shop, and she wanted to build her own house a very specific way. She brought up something that she had read in a Lakewood Ranch news article that mentioned something called waterside, and I had to be honest with her. I told her, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, about 2 or 3 years after that, the first neighborhood in Waterside officially broke ground. Now, what does it look like today? Today, I'm grabbing coffee at O&A, paddleboards gliding past, music spilling across the lake from Waterside Place. It's wild. But that's Sarasota right now. It's mid-transformation, not someday, not theoretical. It's not growth, it's momentum. Every week, there's another neighborhood turning from someday to, wait, that's already open? The rhythm here is drifting east, south, up, out, and the people who notice first, they get the first pick. So let's talk about one that's completely rewriting the playbook. It's called Shellstone at Waterside. You ever drive through Waterside and think, no way this is Florida? It's too clean, too calm, too cinematic. It feels like someone stole the best parts of the lake life from the Carolinas, mixed it in with the coastal modern architecture, and dropped it right into Sarasota. Well, that's Shellstone, a brand new community that's about to redefine what lakefront living looks like here. Morning glass on the water, kayakers sliding past while the fog lifts, the smell of coffee from Waterside Place blending with sunscreen and brunch traffic. That's the soundtrack here, peaceful but alive. This isn't an experiment. Shellstone is wired into Lakewood Ranch on the Sarasota side, the #1 multi-generational community in the US for 7 years running. You're about 2 minutes from Waterside Place, the 36-acre lakefront town center with live music, craft markets, breweries, and sunset dinners right on the water. Now here's the real estate side. Builders like Homes by Town and Lee Wetherington are bringing a lineup of single-family homes ranging from around 2,000 to 3,500 square feet with prices starting in the mid-700s. Expect light-on-light coastal architecture, oversized lanais, and lake views that feel more resort than suburbia. It's the kind of design that makes outdoor living part of your everyday life. It feels like they reverse engineered what people loved most about early Lakewood Ranch, the lifestyle, the walkability, the belonging. Then they rebuilt it with Sarasota's heartbeat. I had a client from up north, total downtown loyalists, who swore they would never move east of I-75. It's too far from the coast. It's too suburban, they said. But the second that we pulled into the Waterside area, I remember we were driving in my truck, they saw the lake, the clean modern lines, and they basically just stopped and said, all right, this doesn't feel like the suburbs. This seems like this is where Sarasota's next move is, and we want to put our money there. And honestly, they were right. You're a couple minutes from Waterside Place, which is amazing. I mean, picture, like I said earlier, 36 acres of lakefront, music, market tents, breweries, an actual waterfront dinner, not just nearest to a strip mall. It's not gated or hidden, it's open to everyone, which makes it feel like an actual town, not just like a small cliche neighborhood. And if that moment hit you the same way it hit them, don't wait. We are your go-to team here for Sarasota Real Estate. Call us, text us, email, everything that you need is on the screen right now or in the video description below. My team, we have done an incredible job helping over 50 families this year alone call Sarasota home. And wherever you are in your home search, we want to come alongside you and give you our expert advice. Shellstone is not an escape from Sarasota. It's the evolution of it. And just a few miles west, another evolution is happening, not on the water this time, but in the sky. Well, kind of the water. You'll see what I mean. Sarasota didn't just add stories, it started throwing shoulders. For years, downtown topped out at cute coastal. Now, the Quay blew the doors off and said, yeah, downtown does waterfront luxury now. And the Boulevard of the Arts is this statement piece. 14 acres of bayfront land have been rebuilt from the ground up with restaurants, trails, a marina promenade, and glass towers that catch every drop of the sunset. The Quay is being developed by Coulter Urban and PMG as part of this 14-acre master plan with about 8 or 9 luxury towers all connected by a walkable waterfront. This is Sarasota rewriting its own silhouette. You've got Beso, One Park, multiple Ritz towers, and now Boulevard of the Arts Tower rising side by side. A skyline trio that feels like headliners at a festival. One Park's penthouses, they reach into the $12 million range. And One Park West is probably going to start in the low millions. And Beso, they're already sold out along with a couple of the other Ritz towers. Walk the Strip, Ocean Prime's valet humming, cocktails clinking at sunset, live music drifting from the Bay Park over the roundabouts. The Quay hits you with city peace and a bayfront calm at the same time. You can stroll from your condo to dinner, then down to the marina. It's also next door to the bay, which, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know is one of the biggest game changers in the history of Sarasota. But what about some of the neighborhoods that nobody expected to boom? Here's the thing about Sarasota. Just when you think you've got it mapped out, a curveball neighborhood shows up and it flips the script. And right now, that underdog energy is coming from places most people used to overlook. The classic corridors like Gulf Gates and Southside Village. Now you've got Stickney Point and Sarasota Square. These aren't master planned suburbs or gated golf enclaves. They're the infill neighborhoods where the old retail strips are turning into mixed-use hubs where you can still find single-family homes and townhomes under $600,000, and where the word walkable actually means you can walk to a coffee shop, not drive through a gate to get to one. Take Gulf Gate. It's funky, it's colorful, and walkable in that old Florida way, a mix of 1970s ranches and remodeled bungalows. Investors are snapping up homes, renovating, and renting to young professionals who want proximity to Siesta Key without paying island prices. Or look at Southside Village. It's near Sarasota Memorial Hospital, and what used to be sleepy side streets now sit within walking distance of some of the city's best restaurants and boutiques. The draw? Lifestyle and location. It's the kind of place where people say, we didn't just buy a home, we bought our daily routine. Even Sarasota Square and Stickney Point, long dismissed as too commercial, are getting a full reboot. Old shopping centers are being reimagined as boutique mixed-use projects. Smaller lot new builds, townhome clusters, and low-rise condos that bring real options back to buyers who want Sarasota convenience without the luxury price tag. Now, the reason these are blowing up is simple: lifestyle and access. The wave of growth is folding back in, and these once overlooked zones are becoming the link between downtown charm and the suburban ease. These are the neighborhoods that sneak up on you. There's no glossy billboards, no grand openings, just quiet streets, smart planning, and sunlit hitting new roofs where nobody thought they'd see new construction again. Now, this next one, you can feel this one before it's even finished. It has that rare mix of stillness and potential that tells you Sarasota's next chapter is already taking shape. Arbor Lake Preserve isn't built on hype, it's built on restraint. Crafted by Sam Rogers Homes, the same local builder behind some of Sarasota's most enduring neighborhoods, this boutique 38-lot community is quietly redefining what luxury means here. It's less look at me and more live in this. You'll find it east on Palmer Road, tucked just off of DeBreckin Road. You literally will pass it. You will never see this community. It sits in that perfect middle ground, close enough to I-75 and Sarasota's core conveniences, and yet private enough to feel miles away from the buzz. It's gonna be super easy to zip up to Waterside Place or get into downtown Sarasota. You know, I actually used to live pretty close to this site where this is being developed, and I remember putting my kids on the back of the electric bike and biking down there to where they were clearing the land. It used to just be a wide open field with just cattle on it. However, in order to be built on, the county said it has to be what's called a conservation community, and this means that 40 to 60% of the land cannot be touched by the developer, and it must remain that way for natural wetlands and wildlife. Sam Rogers Homes is known for solid block construction, soaring ceilings, and craftsmanship you can actually feel. Here, they're blending that signature Sarasota DNA with clean, modern lines, and in an area that you're going to be able to watch a ton of birds from your backyard. Expect luxury single-family homes in the mid-800,000s and up with customizable finishes, open floor plans, and that signature Rogers touch. Elegance without ego. Arbor Lake Preserve proves that privacy just became the new status symbol. Next up, we head to something brand new, Calusa Country Club, where the fairways are getting a facelift, and Florida golf just took a little shift. Calusa at Lakewood Ranch is shifting how golf course communities operate. It's built by Lennar, and this brand new enclave near Lorraine Road shows what happens when Florida design grows up. Clean lines, bright exteriors, and streets that actually feel connected to the lifestyle around them. Lennar built a similar product in Lakewood National, and it sold extremely well. Not only will you have a state-of-the-art golf course and practice facilities, you're also going to have a clubhouse, fitness club, resort-style pool, tennis, pickleball, fire pit, bunch of other things too. Homes and condos here range from about 1,100 to 3,000 square feet, with prices typically in the high 200,000s, which is amazing for a condo right now. And that's going to go to just over $1 million for some of the single family homes, depending on the finishes and the lot size. The vibe is active and social. You'll see people walking dogs at sunset, hitting the driving range whenever they want to improve on their golf game, and neighbors meeting at the pavilion, and families heading out to brunch before a Saturday trail ride. You can feel the shift from retirement community to real neighborhood. But I'm curious, if any of you are watching this and are indeed golfers, drop your handicap in the comments below. I'm currently a 15, and I would love to know a few tips from you of how to help me get my handicap down just a little bit. Next, we're moving pretty far south, down to Welland Park, and in it, a neighborhood that I think is completely undervalued right now, Palmyra. RCLCO ranks Welland Park among the top-selling master plan communities in the entire country, but that stat doesn't tell the story. The energy here runs on rhythm. Farmers market, coffee to brave spring training baseball, then a sunset around the lake loop, all without ever hitting the interstate. Downtown Welland has that Friday night buzz without the chaos. Food trucks, live music, and the smell of cedar grilled mahi float across the water. It's less check the finishes and more meet me outside in 5. Walk the lake trail at dusk and you'll see it. Kids darting between golf carts, someone hauling a cooler toward the music lawn, a couple sharing tacos on the grass while the game hums in the background. Nobody's rushing anywhere. The whole scene feels like Florida's version of a block party that never ends. And what makes Palmyra special is how it ties that energy to real homes and real value. Built by several top builders, including David Weekley, Neal Communities, Mattame Homes, MI Homes, Homes by Town, and a new luxury kid on the block, ICI Homes. Palmyra offers a mix of villas and single-family homes priced from the mid-400,000s to the $2 million range. These homes bring clean Florida architecture, open concept living, and those oversized lanais that make indoor-outdoor more than just a slogan. This is part of an 11,000-acre master plan that links restaurants, trails, parks, and even the Atlanta Braves spring training stadium into one connected lifestyle. It gives you that Lakewood Ranch energy, but with an entry point that's roughly $80,000 to $100,000 lower. Palmyra isn't retirees only or families only. It's Sarasota's all-ages social experiment that somehow works. Coastal calm, walkable design, and just enough energy to make every weekend feel like an event. And the best part, Palmyra proves Sarasota's lifestyle isn't just for the waterfront zip codes anymore. It's expanding, evolving, and pulling new life southward. The city's leveling up in real time, and most folks are still shopping the brochure from 5 years ago. You can feel it. From lakefront communities like Shellstone to skyline moments at the quay and wildcards no one saw coming. Sarasota's moving faster than the marketing brochures can keep up. We just helped a couple from Connecticut close in Waterside, and they thought they were buying sunshine in the backyard. What they found was a reset button, a rhythm that they didn't know that they'd ever lost. And that's what Sarasota does. It's not just an address. For a lot of people, it's a reset. The city's growing up. It's luxury without ego, small town without the sleepiness, and coastal without the cliche. Locals already sense the shift. It's in the traffic, the cranes, the conversations. And if you're watching from out of state, this is your window because Sarasota's next boom isn't waiting. So here's how you're gonna play this. My team, we are your local Sarasota real estate team of choice. Call us, text us, email us anytime. All of our info is on the screen or in the description below, or even better, fill out our buyer questionnaire below so we can jump on a call and help you navigate this new lifestyle. And if you're ready to keep exploring, go ahead and check out our playlist right here. It's loaded with local stories, behind the scenes insight, and the kind of Sarasota truth that they don't print in relocation guides. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. My name is Leicht. This is our Sarasota, and I'll catch you on the next one.